Why do you do this?
Do you mean this class? Well, when my girls were teens, I decided I want to be a part of helping.
No, that's not what I mean. Why should I do this? Why should I do this? Why should I do this?
Well, let me ask you a question. Who's fighting for you?
Well, no one.
Who's fighting for me, she says? She doesn't know that I woke up this morning with thousands of images stuck in my head. Or that sometimes I may even feel a tinge of regret. She doesn't know that I'm already waiting. I'm waiting for someone to tell me I can stop.
Who's fighting for me, she says? She doesn't know that I'm the captain of the team. Alone at the top just makes me want to scream. Yes, I'm a virgin. I choose it for me. For my future, my health, and even my destiny. I'm not ashamed of the choices that I made. But sometimes I wonder, perhaps even I can be swayed. Alone at the top just makes me want to scream. Are there any like me? Or am I alone as it seems?
Who's fighting for me, she says? She doesn't know that I woke up hungry and haven't eaten for days. And my mom is working what seems like every hour of every single day. I'm already a mom at 15. They're just not my kids. What's one more? I wouldn't even mind if they called me a whore. At least they'd be calling, and then maybe I wouldn't be ignored.
Fighting for me, she says. My mom and my dad say that they're in my corner, but I still need more tools to add to my armor. I do not want to leave my life to chance, and the more I know, the more I can dance. I don't want to be afraid of this thing called love. In my time, in my life, I want to make the most of.
Who's fighting for me, she says? She doesn't even know my life is full of contradiction. I need to know the difference between what is real and what is fiction. My dad won't tell me, he's already gone. Since my mom told him, my life had begun. Who's telling me that manhood has more to do with responsibility, duty, and honor than the obligation of a monthly check. In my life, in my hands, it doesn't have to be a wreck.
Who's fighting for me, she says? I've already messed up and some say I'm broken. These names that they call me should never be spoken. She doesn't know I'm already president of the Club of Regret, and my heart is secretly torn by all the truth that she says. Is there help? Is there hope for someone like me? Can I just start over? Can I just be free?
Who's fighting for me, she says? I'm caught in the middle of all my friends, some waiting, some dating, and everything in between. Will someone please tell me the meaning of these things? That making good choices isn't as hard as it seems? I don't know the language, I don't know the words. The thought of it even seems sometimes absurd. But I know I'm waiting. It will be okay. It will be worth it for me to wait for someday.
Who's fighting for me, she says?
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 Who's fighting for me?